Topic: Transportation. 1. How is oxygen and carbon dioxide transported in human beings? Answer: Transport of oxygen. Hemoglobin is a pigment present in the red blood cells. It has a great affinity towards oxygen and forms oxyhemoglobin to transport oxygen molecule to all the body cells for cellular respiration. Transport of carbon dioxide, CO2, is highly soluble in water. So, it is mainly transported in dissolved form in our blood. The deoxygenated blood carried from the heart gives CO2 to alveoli in the lungs and takes O2 in return, thereby changing it into oxygenated blood. 2. Which of the 4 chambers in the human heart have thickest muscular walls? Give reason. Answer: The ventricles of the heart have thicker muscular walls than the atria. This is because blood is pumped out of the heart at greater pressure from these chambers compared to the atria, which only receive the blood. Also, the left ventricle has a thicker muscular wall than the right ventricle. This is due to the higher forces needed to pump blood from the left ventricle to all the body parts, systemic circulation, as compared to the right ventricle, which pumps blood out of the heart to lungs, pulmonary circulation. 3. Trace the movement of oxygenated blood in the body. Answer: lungs to pulmonary vein to left atrium to bicuspid valve to left ventricle to aorta to body parts. Oxygenated blood from the lungs is brought to the left atrium by pulmonary veins. When the atrium contracts, blood is transferred to left ventricle through bicuspid valve, mitral valve. When the ventricle contract, blood is pushed into the aorta and is carried through arteries to all parts of the body. 4. Write the function of valves present between atria and ventricles. Answer: The valves, tricuspid and bicuspid valves, prevent the backflow of blood from ventricles into atria. 5. What happens if conducting tubes of circulatory system develop a leak? State in brief how could this be avoided? Answer: Leakage in the conducting tubes of circulatory system would lead to a loss of pressure which would reduce the efficiency of the pumping system. The platelet cells plug this leakage by helping to clot the blood at the points of injury. This could be avoided by maintaining a normal blood pressure. 6. What is hypertension? How is it caused? What damage can it do in your body? Answer: High blood pressure is known as hypertension. The main cause of hypertension is the constriction of arteries, which results in resistance of blood flow. High blood pressure can lead to the rupture of artery and internal bleeding. 7. Differentiate between blood and lymph. Answer: Here is a table with the difference between blood and lymph. 8. Mention the 3 kinds of cells present in the blood. Write their functions. Answer: The 3 kinds of cells present in the blood are: red blood cells, RBC, transports oxygen to tissues; white blood cells, WBC, helps to fight against microbes, provides immunity. Platelets, help to clot the blood at the point of injury. 9. What is the advantage of a 4-chambered heart? Answer: In 4-chambered heart, left half is completely separated from right half by septa. This prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, thereby ensuring an efficient supply of oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. This in turn helps in production of high amount of energy, which is essential to maintain a constant body temperature in mammals and birds. 10. Draw a sectional view of heart and label any 6 parts. Write one function of each of the following components of transport system in human beings: A. Blood vessels, B. Heart, C. Lymph. Answer: A. Blood vessels. 3 types of blood vessels of different sizes, arteries, veins and capillaries, are all connected to form continuous closed circulatory tubes which carry blood to all parts of body. B. Heart. It is a pumping organ that receives blood from body parts through veins and pumps it back to the body parts through arteries. C. Lymph. It carries digested and absorbed fat from intestine and drains excess fluid from extracellular space back into the blood. Here is a diagram of the heart. 11. Give reasons for the following. A. Ventricles have thicker muscular valves than atria. B. Transport system in plants is slow. C. Circulation of blood occurs only once through the heart of fishes. D. During daytime, water and minerals travel faster through xylem as compared to night. E. Veins have valves whereas arteries do not. Answer: A. The ventricles of the heart have thicker muscular walls than the atria. This is because blood is pumped out of the heart at greater pressure from these chambers compared to the atria. B. Plants do not move and have a large proportion of dead cells in many tissues. Therefore, their energy needs are low and hence they can afford to have a slow transport system as compared to animals. C. It is because the fishes have 2-chambered heart. The blood is pumped from the heart into the gills for oxygenation, and then it is passed directly to the rest of the body. The deoxygenated blood returns to the heart to be pumped into the gills again. D. Water is transported faster during daytime because rate of transpiration is higher during daytime because of the heat generated by the sun. Transpiration creates a water pressure in xylem, water-conducting tissue. This transpiration pressure pulls water column from roots through stem to leaves. So, higher the rate of transpiration from leaves, faster water and minerals will be transported from roots through xylem. But in the dark, transpiration hardly occurs, so the transport of water and minerals is comparatively slow during night. E. Veins carry the blood back to the heart. The blood pressure inside the veins is very low. Due to low blood pressure, there are chances for the backflow of the blood inside the veins, so they contain valves to ensure the unidirectional flow of blood. Arteries don't require valves because pressure from the heart is so high that the blood is able to flow only in one direction. The valves present in the veins also help blood travel back to the heart against the force of gravity. 12. What is transpiration? Answer. The loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant is called transpiration. When stomata are open during the day, large amount of water is lost and thus upward movement of water through xylem increases. 13. How is food transported in plants? Answer. The transport in phloem is bidirectional unlike xylem where it is unidirectional. Movement of food in phloem, or translocation, takes place by utilizing energy. The sugar, food made in leaves is loaded into the sieve tubes of phloem tissue in the form of sucrose by using energy from ATP. This increases the concentration inside sieve tube. To eliminate this, water also enters the sieve tubes. Due to this movement of sucrose and water, the pressure in the phloem tissue rises. This high pressure produced in the phloem tissue moves the food to all parts of the plant having less pressure in their tissues. This allows the phloem to transport food according to the needs of the plant.